G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. Now we got the treasurer on here, Jimmy. He screwed us again, the budget's gone way over, and he's blaming the far right. Well, that's all he seems to say when people question him. These far right parties attacking me. Anyway, let's see what he has to say.
Look, almost every economist is saying the same thing. Government spending is to blame here. Do you disagree with all of them?
Well, there's not a unanimous view amongst the economists about what's driving the most recent tick up in inflation. But if you look at the facts, that tick up in the most recent data was largely about holiday spending, the withdrawal of the energy rebates, and some more persistent issues in housing. And so there's some...
So what he's trying to say is, you all had a holiday. That's why inflation went up. We gave you $100 off your monthly energy bill. That's why inflation's gone up. Because we all gave you $100, you peasants get back to work and now all pay us much more. Like, this government is fucking such a joke.
Temporary issues, some permanent or persistent issues when it comes to our inflation challenge. But we acknowledge we've got this challenge in our economy. We know that people are under pressure, but more than acknowledge that, we're rolling out cost of living help. We're repairing the budget because we know that even though...
What cost of living help has the government give besides everything going up, everything multiplying? I've never gotten any cost of living. Who's getting the cost of living help? Because I'm not fucking getting it. I know you're not getting it. Which normal Australian is getting relief? I don't know any.
So the budget is not the primary determinant of prices in our economy. Governments can play a helpful role, and that's our focus.
But Jim, the rest of the world's had holidays too. They've got issues. We now have the highest inflation in the developed world, don't we? UK, US, Germany, Japan, Canada, France, all these countries are better than us. What are you doing wrong?
Well, you've got to make the whole comparison, Nat. We've got lower unemployment than most of those countries. We've got faster economic growth than all of those countries except for the US.
You're really going to say, well, more people are working, so who cares that the dollar's worth shit? Who cares that they have to pay more in taxes? All these problems, but they're working. That's good. That doesn't help me. That doesn't help the normal Australian. Well, at least more people are working because they're struggling to survive. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, they just point out that our inflation is like the worst in the world. And look at the top two. England and Australia and France. I can see why. Maybe like letting in hundreds of thousands of people isn't helping inflation. Taxing people, bringing in people to pay off your reckless spending and debt isn't helping. Maybe don't give $55 million to Afghanistan, Penny Wong. Maybe don't give our money away to other countries when we need help. Stop giving our money away overseas if we're in such big debt. It does not make fucking sense.
We've got a much better budget than those countries in the G7, the major advanced economies. And so you've got to make the whole comparison. The government is not disputing that we've got a challenge with inflation in our economy. The numbers which came in last week came in not that much higher than we expected, but higher than we would like. We know that people are still under pressure. That's why our cheaper medicines policy is so important. More bulk billing, student debt relief, 2 more tax cuts. It's all about not just acknowledging that people are under pressure, but acting on it and doing that at the same time as we have dramatically improved the budget since we came to office. The budget is more than $200 billion stronger than when we came to office. We found $114 billion in budget savings. The big story of the economy last year was public demand taking a backseat to private demand and private spending.
You could listen to this guy ramble all day. He's not addressing the real issues. For normal Aussies, cost of living is going up. We don't give a shit about, we found this spending and this and moved this money over here, but nothing has changed for the normal Australian. Nothing has changed. But there's less unemployed. Yeah, because people fucking are suffering and having to work non-stop. Even people that don't want to work have to work now. Probably people that have been stay-at-home, wives and stuff like that have to work now because inflation is so bad. Maybe that's why employment's gone up. It's just freaking stupid. It's such a flop, such a flog. I can't believe these politicians. And look at this clip here. When he gets called out on it by opposition parties saying, you're killing the Australian people, This is what he has to say.
I thank the leader of one of the three far-right parties in this country for his question. And
just throws the far right insult out there. And that's just one little clip. He's been saying it all over, in his interviews. I'm sure you've seen it. But how ridiculous is it getting? The Treasurer's out here just absolutely screwing over the Australian people. Everyone's mortgages are going through the roof, repayments. Like, it's out of control. Energy is a huge driving factor that they're scared to address because the Greens just fucking burn some coal and get us some power and stop fucking us over. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, have a look at this little clip from Pauline Hanson as well, just speaking about the budget.
Interest rates are going up 0.25%. What does it mean to a lot of Australians? If you've got $1 million mortgage, an extra $150 a week in interest payments. Let me tell you, the median house price in Australia is around about just shy of $1 million. That's most Australians have that mortgage. This government has driven up the cost by their overspending. We've got inflation at 3.8%. So that's driving up the cost of everything. They're out of control.
Yep.
We need to get a government.
But if you didn't know, Pauline, there's less unemployed. How is that an answer to inflation? Just shows you they don't give a shit as long as they're getting their tax money and they're going to overspend it on that bullshit and make us suffer. They keep saying, oh, you just got to pay extra a week. You just got to pay extra. There's nothing left for the Australian people to pay. The highest inflation in the developed world, as you can see. It's a fucking joke. This government is a failure. They look at that graph and their reaction is, well, more people are working than ever. Yeah, so who's that good for? You, the businesses, the billionaires. Not good for the Australian people. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, join to be a member if you want videos early. Thanks so much for all the memberships lately. It means so much to me. We'll keep growing. Let's try to get to 25,000 subscribers by the end of the month. And let's smash it and get the Australian voice back out there.